on YouTube, and it just goes to show you how impressive this guy really is. Raider began his career with a simple 4-minute video, and as with many people in the Fortnite editing community, it was a montage. The montage simply tilted Fortnite highlights, and the editing style was just as simple. Nothing more than cuts from clip to clip with some music over the top. What made the video get so much attention? How incredibly skilled Raider was in the clips. He was editing his builds at a rapid pace, firing off shots that landed with pinpoint accuracy and outplayed everybody that he came across. He had all the makings of a top-tier Fortnite player, and clearly the viewers on YouTube agreed. But what really made Raider really pop off was the revelation about what made him edit so incredibly fast. When Raider first started posting his videos on YouTube, a lot of people thought that he was just somehow cheating. Maybe he was using something like a macro, which automatically pushes buttons incredibly quickly to make things like high-speed edits impossibly easy. But that wasn't the method that Raider was using. He wasn't cheating at all. He was simply using double edit keybinds. At the time, hardly anybody knew about the benefits that using 2 different keys for editing could have. Basically, when you use double edit keybinds in Fortnite, you're simply able to edit much faster than someone using a single edit keybind. There are some downsides to it though. You have to sacrifice a good keybind spot, usually in the form of your mouse thumb button, to get it to work, so a lot of players tend to think it's a waste of time. So despite most players thinking that this editing style is a waste of time at a high level of play, most players and viewers on YouTube were completely captivated by this incredibly fast take on building and editing. When Raider released his first editing tutorial video, only his 4th video uploaded to his channel, he went viral and everything took off from there. Within moments, he went from being a small YouTuber who had only ever uploaded a few videos to a force in the Fortnite community who everyone was eager to learn more from. And that was when he started to create and upload edit practice maps. When Fortnite introduced the ability to make your very own maps in creative mode that other people could actually play, a whole new world of creativity was opened up in Fortnite. One of the best ways that creativity has been used is in creating new edit courses and ways for people to practice their skills in game. As someone who already knew exactly what an editor needed to do to improve, it's no surprise that Raider's edit courses were some of the most popular ever made. When Raider released his very first edit map, the video that accompanied it on his YouTube channel was the very first to launch up to over 1 million views. The map was designed by Raider to be useful to absolutely anybody who used it, with some parts being fairly easy and others being extremely difficult. Basically, no matter what skill level when it came to your editing, this course should have been able to keep you on your toes to aid you in your improvement at one of Fortnite's most important aspects. The map was pretty simple in design. In the middle, it featured a series of ramps with different layouts of walls, ramps, and other items used in building and editing during Fortnite fights. The point of these was pretty simple. You had to run up the ramp and try to edit things out of your path, simulating tense moments in a box fight. There were other elements to the map too, like a series of towers that you had to edit your way down, and paths that you had to do certain edits on to be able to progress. All you had to do was hold down the W key and edit your way forward relentlessly, a simple task that would help anybody improve their editing over time. Who knows the real reason behind why that first map became so popular so quickly? Maybe it was because of its simplicity, maybe it was because of how helpful it actually was. All we know is that Raider was clearly onto something. So after the release of his first map, it only took Raider just over a week to release a second one, this time a 1v1 edit race course, which became even more popular than the first. Once again, this map sought to appeal to people at any skill level, with race courses ranging from easy to impossible. And once more, it was likely that this sent Raider to the peak of Fortnite's map making and editing community so early in his career. With 2 viral hits under his belt, success for Raider after this point was a foregone conclusion. His YouTube channel accelerated at a rapid pace, a pace usually reserved for people who have been making content on the platform for months, if not years. After just 2 months of content creation, Raider had already hit 100,000 subscribers, and things were only set to get better from there. Over the course of the next year, Raider would release map after map on Fortnite, showing off his talent at creating incredibly impressive editing training maps. As more time passed, Raider would come to understand better what a player actually needed to become a top-tier editor in Fortnite, and it would change the elements in his maps to better target those areas. Not only were Raider's maps constantly improving, but he was also still uploading montages of his own editing and Fortnite ability, and they showed that his in-game ability had skyrocketed well beyond what anyone could have expected. He places his edits with precision and speed that almost nobody else can match, whether they be a casual, a YouTuber, or a pro, and somehow still manages to land his shots with incredible accuracy. You might think, then, if Raider is so good, why have we never heard about him taking tournaments or destroying people in scrims? Well, simply enough, it's because he's never really shown a major interest in Fortnite at the professional level. There are only 2 registered times that Raider has taken part in a Fortnite event, and that's Week 5 of Season X's FNCS, followed by the second heat. There's a chance that this isn't even the real Raider, considering he's never spoken about it on social media or posted about it on his YouTube channel. Instead, Raider likes to focus on one thing, and really one thing only, and that's helping people improve at their editing in Fortnite. One of Raider's most viewed videos is one where he charts his own editing progress right from 2 months after he started using double keybinds to exactly a year later when he had 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, a time where he was already considered one of the top creative players. In the video, he charts his journey from January 2019 to January 2020. When he starts in 2019, you could already tell that Raider is a force to be reckoned with, an incredibly potent builder with speeds that anybody, would be envious of. For most people, that would already be the peak of their abilities, but with Raider, it was clearly just the beginning. Over the course of 2019's, Raider's editing ability improved in leaps and bounds, never ceasing to get better. By the end of the year, he had gone from being a pretty good builder and editor with pretty good aim to something that barely even resembled human. It was a level of editing speed that had even been picked up by the wider Fortnite community. From pro players to YouTubers, everybody was reacting to Raider's incredible editing speed, a speed that was so intense even Clicks thought he was cheating. He was on top of the world, being called the fastest editor on the planet, and its title he probably retains even to this day. While Raider is impossibly good on mouse and keyboard, it's not the only thing he's ever used to play Fortnite. To see if he had what it took to convert his incredible ability editing on mouse and keyboard over to the world of controller, a method of playing the game that is often criticized for being incredibly hard to edit on, Raider spent 30 hours trying to learn how to edit and build on controller. He wasn't anywhere near as good as he is on mouse and keyboard, obviously, but his skill level was still insanely good and well above the average Fortnite player. But the Xbox controller was by far the easiest and most normal other method of controlling the game that Raider tried out. He also tried out playing Fortnite with some pretty odd control methods. For example, the Azeron joystick keyboard. The Azeron is a strange new attempt at creating an innovative new way to play video games. This strange new control method looks like a hand rising up out of your desk, has a joypad thumbstick for your thumb, and a whole bunch of other buttons for your fingers. What does that change when it comes to Fortnite? Well, as Raider explains in the video, on mouse and keyboard you have to use 4 fingers to move around, but with the Azeron, you only need to use your thumb with the joystick, meaning you get free movement while building and editing. It sounds pretty weird and pretty crazy, but as you can see in the video, it actually ends up working pretty well for Raider. So well, in fact, that he has said he might permanently end up switching to the control method. When you look at one of Raider's videos, it's impossible not to be inspired. He possesses a level of ability that almost none of us are ever going to be able to reach. But instead of just rubbing it in our faces at any moment he can, he instead takes the knowledge that he has to try to make everyone else better. He has used his skills to build incredible maps, leading him to grow at an unprecedented rate on platforms like YouTube. Who knows what might be next for the world's fastest Fortnite editor? Alright guys, once again this is your motivation guy. That's right, your friend, the one and only Keith Allen. Hope you guys were inspired. Hey, maybe you could be the next Raider. Who knows, man? Keep going, never stop the grind, never give up. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and sub to the channel. And bunch your crunch, army. Keep eating that bunch of crunch. And let's get this going.